Hey guys here. So there's been a lot of talk and chatter online lately about MUT and theme teams in particular. I'm going to go through what people are saying and what I believe in. I think I have an insanely good solution for the problems that are happening right now with theme teams. Stick around for it because I think you're going to like it. You'll be like, whoa. It took me like 10 minutes to think. I was like, dude, I like walked around the place. It was crazy. You know how hard it is for me to use my brain at times. So behind me, you see my Steelers theme team, which I have absolutely loved using this year. I think it's been one of the best years at all, maybe ever for the Steelers theme team, therefore my enjoyment of MUT. But I do want to talk about what we've seen online and some competitive players. And like, here's the thing. Henry is a great dude. Love Henry, okay? I disagree with his opinion, but that's okay. We can all have differences there. Okay, so what he says is theme teams are killing MUT, especially the cards that get all 32. The fact that we can look at look at these players and see none of them I can't read, and none of our Giants, Cardinals, Rams to think then they're useless. I feel the best change would be either to get rid of them or make it where every card gets every theme team. Now, every card getting every theme team is how Cut does it. At the current moment, but they have other ones we're going to get into. We'll talk about how Cut does it versus like, you know, old Madden and the history of theme teams and chemistries and stuff in MUT. And then like there's other arguments. I saw Joker Kale, another good dude, comp player there, says theme team promo team speed boosts are ruining MUT. It makes 90% of the cards undesirable the second they drop it. They're not one of the 3-4 best theme teams in the game. Even if you have a 50-50 theme team, any team, what's the point of buying an 88 speed card with no theme team boost? A valid point. I think Henry's point about the 32 team chem cards killing MUT is the one I kind of agree with. I don't agree with the overall sentiment, but I've been saying this for years about the all 32 team chems, that they're kind of annoying, right? Because like, how many guys can you put on your team that don't actually play for your team? You know, I got Talib, Hamilton, Delpit, and Hendricks didn't play for the Steelers ever. Who else is right here? Xavier McKinney did not. Patrick Surtain did not. We also have offense. He's not actually on the theme team. But Gibbs did not. Saquon Barkley did not. Nico Collins never played for us. So there's a lot of players that, you know, Armand Membu, that get all 32 team chems. Brock Bowers, that never played with the Steelers. So, like, is that a true theme team? Is that good for the game? Because, like, EA's in a tough spot because the theme teams are inherently fun, and I feel like almost everybody knows that MUT is most fun when we're building out our roster, right? Adding to the squad. That's the reason we grind it. Now, there are certain psychos that we refer to as comp players that actually just enjoy playing the game, right? They actually enjoy getting on there, grinding it out, and they'll, you know, get the best theme team. They'll change over, and so they're frequently changing theme teams in order to have the best, most meta one to, you know, win tournaments. Henry's won $1 million off Madden, right? So this is definitely worth it. It's just something that, like, you know, it adds to the expense of playing the game for him, which, you know, obviously nobody likes spending money. I get it. So that's an issue for them. Is that an issue for the game? In my opinion, no. Okay, and let's talk about the history of theme teams before going into more of my talk and the reasoning around what I want to talk about that, because it's evolved over the years. If you recall, like the old Maddens and stuff, here's an old Madden 16 stream of mine where we were doing that. Like, we used to have kind of how Cut does it with these like different zone chem, RS, ZD, MD. We never knew if they did anything because they didn't actually like show a lot of bonuses at times. They just like kind of like highlighted things. So it was like weird, but we used to have this chemistry system. And then like people would still run theme teams because they really like enjoy, say, using the Miami Dolphins. I know somebody that's been using Miami Dolphins even without theme team boosts since this era. So then EA decided to lean into theme teams after going through, you know, we had Madden 17 chemistries a little bit here where it changed over, where we actually saw it here, saw the boosts. So we're like, oh yeah, maybe it is real because we actually see the boost. We see the bonuses on the cards right here. Here's defense also on the other side of the ball. There was scroll rules. So that's kind of neat, okay? There were also, back then, theme team bonuses were weird because here's an old Reddit post based off some of them. We had like the run offense, pass offense, all that stuff, vertical, 3-4, 4-3 to get extra pieces right there, or extra bonuses to certain pieces. Then you had theme team specific stuff, and this is kind of the start of it back here in Madden 17. And then they just basically standardized it because some theme teams were better than others depending on the stat they got, etc., etc. So there've been a lot of modifications, but in the last few years, it's been pretty similar, right? Sometimes it's +2, sometimes it's +3 to speed, like a few years ago. Now we have the crystal players, so it's like more impactful than ever before. Getting these crystal players, especially the first three, the Saquon, Nico. Oh, sorry, not Nico. The Saquon, the Pat Surtain, basically true of them because it gets +3 speed. It makes guys, budget ballers like Peyton Wilson. It makes them insane. 90 speed for an 86 overall. This is a great user. This is better than a lot of cards released today that at the same location. So it helps out like the budget teams, the guys that just want to run the favorite team like me, the Steelers. It helps us compete with the top end cards in the game, okay? So that's the benefit of theme teams. It provides so much more to the audience, so much more interesting team building exercises between using your favorite team and all that stuff. So the issue is when EA releases all 32 team cards, social media, the socials break out and go crazy. Oh, I can't wait to add him to my Bears theme team, for example. This guy's going to go sick on my Giants. And so the positive comments come rolling in. But what ends up happening is we start to getting so many players between MCS players, level rewards, captains, crystals, which a lot of people are blaming now for the issue. But we have so many of these all 32 team chem cards that it kind of waters down the actual theme team and what the bonuses is. So that's why EA has nerfed over the years the bonuses to the theme teams from +3 speed to +2. I mean, like this used to be +5. But like the issue was back in the day, if you wanted a +5 boost on your theme team, you needed to run like a silver guard. You needed to run like a gold defensive tackle, like a bad tight. There were so many holes in theme teams back in the day, it balanced itself out. But because of the positive socials that they get for the all 32 team chems, giving guys multiple chems, which I think that's a good solution. We'll talk about that in a second. Not the solution, but a good one. That like it's hard for EA to do this because like they keep nerfing it because they're just like, we want to make more money in the like short term, giving out all 32 team cards. So there's a major problem, and that's the disconnect, right? Like between the short term profit and the long term health of the game with these all 32 team chems. So I like it when like Team Diamond Masters get it. I'm okay with certain cards getting them, but like when it's too much, it's kind of annoying. So I do agree with Henry on that one. So overall, like it's a complicated project, right? Because I think I like the solution of team builders where Jalen Warren gets 2 times chem and like the other, I forgot, who's the other team builder for the Steelers? Is it, I don't remember the other one. Why don't I remember that one right now? I really don't recall it. But anyways, that I think is a good solution because then these all 32 team cards will not be overpowered, right? That like we won't have a reason to stick with like Nico for months, Gibbs for months, and the new content is just not as good because it's not as fast and it doesn't fit your theme team. So like each piece of content is only released and take like good for like 1 out of 32 teams, and that's still going to be the problem, but it allows you to have more flex spots, but it stops making so many more cards at those individual positions just way better and unreplaceable. Like I like when like a couple cards are overpowered in my lineup for months. I think that's really cool. But when my lineup is static and you're not really adding a lot of cards that often, that's when it gets a little annoying. And that's why people start complaining, oh, my theme team's not getting card, this theme team's not getting card, etc. So my solution, the big thing that took me so long to think about, it's pretty simple, okay? And it won't be installed this year in MUT. I get it. And it's going to take some extra work. In my opinion, there should be something given out by EA. So for on any card, right, when we saw Joker's problem, why should we get any card? 90% of the cards are undesirable the second they drop. In my opinion, they should give a token that you can put on any card in the game that you can change 1 card over to your theme team. So if a new card comes out, say Cam Newton, I get 1 flex. I can get Cam Newton on my theme team. Okay? So I lower the amount of all 32 team cards and then give us, so all new content can therefore be usable. It's so simple. We no longer have cards coming out. They're like, oh, this sucks. We cannot use it for my Steelers theme team. We can't use it on Baltimore or Cleveland or whatever you want to do. We can look at a card and be like, that's hot. I want to get him for my theme team. But again, it would take work from EA to implement that in each card. And maybe MUT 27, they can do it, right? It's kind of like old power-up passes. Hey, guess what? You get to power up this one card on this pass that you earned from like, you know, the field pass or something in season 1. And so like, don't give out a lot of these. Like 1 is good. Maybe 2 late in the year. But I think that kind of solves a lot of the issues. So he gets flexes. Let me know what you guys think. Is that a good one? I think that's a really elegant solution to the problem we found ourselves with theme teams over the years. That way, like, we can stick with our favorite team and yet use new cards. Use another team's card. That's kind of neat. But yeah, I think EA needs to lean into theme teams. Like, if you look at Cut, and I like the way Cut does things with other boosts, I don't love it because it still has the issue of not every card, like cards come out and it's basically like, you know, it doesn't fit your boost, so it doesn't really work. Like, I can show you how Cut does it. As a lot of the servers were having troubles today, and most feeds on its way, of course. I can show you too. It's how Madden used to do it. So let me know. I made a lot of notes here. Like, that's crazy. It works for all of it. It really does. Man, I made a lot of notes that I didn't even cover in this video. I made notes about FIFA's chemistry system I want to talk about, linking cards. I mean, there's a lot of neat ideas and out there how to do that, right? Like there really is, because like it is strange how like content coming out for different audiences is either loved or hated. And why is it like cards coming out for like theme teams? Like, why is it that we're disgusted that we can't use it on our team when like we're not angry when like, you know, solo cards come out that are locked away from head-to-head guys, and head-to-head cards coming out that are locked away from solo guys because they don't play online head-to-head, but like each card drop is so demanded by each portion of the audience. It's like a weird spot. I don't know if that made any sense whatsoever, that comparison, that like why do promo drops bring such passion? But I like it. I think passion is what you need in this. So anyways, Cut does it where, let me just go to the catalog actually, since I don't have a Cut lineup, since dude, Cut is so bad. Maybe I should do a video about this. So they have right here like the air raid. So basically the specific bonuses if you have an air raid lineup equipped, especially with a plus 25 chem boost on the air raid playbook. It's an okay system. I kind of like these alternate boosts to build your team in alternate ways. I like any ways of adding depth to the game mode to allow people to have their own fun. But like, I think even Cut is adding all chemistry cards too, aren't they? Isn't like this guy? Yeah, this guy's got every single chemistry too. So even in Cut, where you have specific team buildings, they still give out, or they still make you earn guys, but those guys can also be in every single team too. So it's interesting because like every single card has every single theme team, but this is how they're making you build your lineups. So yeah, I you know, that's solid. I like different ways of like providing a lot of boost, right? The promo chems, I'm not a fan of the promo chems mainly like because they go away and they force people to spend more also. So FYI, I didn't really touch on that in this video, but I don't really like the promo chems. Let me know what you guys think. They're neat, but man, they need to stay. They need to not be nerfed ever. I don't know. I'm really frustrated that EA does nerf these things, as like the cards are just getting better in the new promos anyways. Why keep the old promo cards? Why take it away other than just like you want more money and spending money on the new stuff? But man, that's I don't know, senseless to me. So yeah, more 2x theme team cards in the future, please, and then like give us that token that can upgrade any card, just one card in your lineup to any theme team. I think that'd be a pretty elegant solution. Let me know. Thanks. Bye.